first of all, thanks everybody for coming today. And this is a great honor to be with my dear friend Michael MacCambridge and two Pro Football Hall of Famers who are distinguished by that, but not defined by that, Willie Lanier and Stenerud, who are great gentlemen and graced us with their presence today. And so glad you're here. We're going to get to a rarely seen film in a moment that Michael will tell us a little more about. But first, just a quick aside about the author. Michael MacCambridge was born in 1963, which coincidentally was the year the Chiefs became the Chiefs. They moved here from Dallas at that time. And I believe he moved here to live here just about a year or so after this Super Bowl experience happened.
That's right.
And you're still waiting to see it again.
As are a lot of people.
As are a lot of people. But what I want to note about Michael is we became friends when we both lived in St. Louis, and Michael had just written a book about Sports Illustrated called The Franchise. And the reason I bring this up is that Michael has a way of doing things definitively. That's the definitive book on Sports Illustrated. He also wrote the definitive biography of Lamar Hunt, and I believe the definitive story of the NFL's rise after World War II, America's Game. And I think I can back up the definitive part with some facts, which is this number. Michael interviewed more than 300 people for the Sports Illustrated book. I think he interviewed something like that for America's Game.
Guilty.
And goodness knows how deep he dug for all that he's worked on here. So I've read most of the book and some of it twice, and it's great. And I think you'll love it. Any Chiefs fan will love it, and love it also not just for the part about the football, but for what it tells us about the evolution of Kansas City and where the city was then and what it is now and what this franchise has meant to the city. So with that, I'll turn it over to Michael and say hello and tell us about the film and where we're going from here.
Thank you, friend. What I should say about this film is I don't believe it has been shown publicly since mid-January of 1970. NFL Films did a weekly highlight show called This Week in Pro Football, and this was the film they showed 5 days after Super Bowl IV, so the weekend of January 18, 1970. This is not the film that has become legendary in NFL film circles in which Hank Stram is wired for sound. Instead, this is just a straight highlight show from Super Bowl IV as narrated by Jack Whitaker. And because of that, I thought it would be interesting to see its little glimpse into the time and the place of Kansas City being on center stage. And you will see in the narration, Whitaker, there's a couple names that he mispronounces because people like Mo Mormon were not household names at that time. But it does speak to the comprehensive victory the Chiefs enjoyed in that game, and I thought it would be a good thing to start things off with.
So with that, I think we're starting this.